evening. Welcome to Reiki Master Tarot presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing, LLC. This is Sherry. I am so grateful that you stopped by my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to share your energy with me. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Let's say thank you to all of the subscribers, all of the new kids. Thank you guys so much for trusting me with your energy, for sharing your energy with me, and for coming over to see what story the angels want to tell today. So what we're doing is I was advised by my angels to start a new series. Okay, so we're moving forward in progressing. Okay, so the new series is called Ancient Guardians Awaken. Ancestors, Dragons, and Divine Protection. The first episode is called Ancestors Speak, guiding you across the bridge of Starlight. So we have our ancestors here with us. We have our divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. We have the all that is and the all that ever was, Mother, Father, God. We have Most High, Adonai, Barbello. And we have the Archangel twin flames of our chakras that are helping us to absorb and hold more light, more energy. So we're going to welcome them in right now into this reading because this is the story that the angels tell. Okay, so we welcome in Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron at the Earth Star, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity at the High Heart, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst at the Soul Star chakras. We're going to welcome in the Archangels of the Four Corners. Excuse me. Archangels of the Four Corners and Four Dimensions and their twin flames, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mother Mary, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. We request your presence to oversee and protect this reading from any and all that do not have our highest good in mind. We ask for your protection for ourselves in this sacred space and all that dwell here, as well as any and all that stop by my channel to see what story you guys want to tell. We ask and pray that you watch over their sacred space and them and all that dwell with them as well, Spirit, from any and all that do not have all of our collective highest good in mind. Thank you so much. We say thank you to you and we welcome you as well and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love and gratitude throughout all space and time and beyond. We're going to welcome in the Archangels of the Seven Rays because we float on the energies that they project and emanate to us. Those characteristics and virtues are the colors of heaven. It is power. They are power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice. And if you look up the Archangels of the Seven Rays, they have at least 3 virtues and characteristics for each and every one. But for me, right here, right now, we're going to use the primary. Well, they're all primary. But for now, I was only told to write down power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice. Okay? And we also have Archangel Raziel, who is one of my spirit guides. He's been with me for about 5, 6, 7 years. Okay, I didn't count him, but I know when he showed up. Okay, because when he showed up, it was me creating. I started creating things. I started channeling stories from higher beings, and it was Archangel Raziel that was at every single story, and he was with all of the other higher beings. Okay, Archangel Raziel is the Archangel of wisdom and knowledge. He is also a guide to the higher realms. So when I met the god Thoth, Archangel Raziel was there. When I met the god Anubis, Archangel Raziel was there. And Anubis does a lot of things, okay? He does a lot of things, okay? Look up Anubis. There's a journey of 2 weeks. On that journey, when someone releases the vessel, the god Anubis and the ancestors ride on the boat, on the river Styx. It takes 2 weeks, okay? The god Anubis is there along with our ancestors, okay? They're telling me to tell this story. I found this out some time ago, and it stayed with me. Okay, so I've met quite a few higher beings and channeled the information that they wanted me to channel. So right now, what we're doing is we're putting a spotlight on our ancient guardians. Okay, they've always been awake, but they're awakening us as to what they're doing for us. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to be using the past life oracle cards to see which ancestor, which virtues or characteristics of ancestors are here with us today. And we're going to be using the Sacred Traveler oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to use the Sacred Traveler. We're going to lay those first, and then we're going to clarify with the cards for the ancestors to identify the ancestors. Okay, so we welcome in Archangel of Seven Rays with infinite unconditional love and gratitude. We welcome and acknowledge your presence to be here. Thank you so very much. Okay, so if you would, Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras, if you would, please give us the essence of the story you wish to tell today about the ancestors that are in this room right now. They speak, they are guiding you across the bridge of Starlight. You are made up of Starlight. So sometimes we just need an understanding. The understanding brings awakening. The awakening brings consciousness. So they're helping us to become aware of some other things that are going on right now. Okay, so what are we doing? Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Okay, we can do that. Thank you, angels, because we are becoming aware of some other divine beings that are around us that are helping us and guiding and directing our footsteps. Okay, now unknown territory, but here it is. So some of the things we're going to learn today we didn't know were possibilities that the ancestors were helping us do, but we're going to find out today. Okay, thank you. And under that wandering path, we're on our pathway. Enjoy the journey. Okay, the ancestors are speaking. They're guiding you across the bridge of Starlight. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, we're going to leave those. Thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity at the High Heart. And we have at the Earth Star, Archangel Savinophan and Archangel Metatron. Look, cleansing waters. Okay, so there may be some misunderstanding or something that needs to be cleansed. Okay, or something that needs to be understood. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, when we cleanse a space, there's energy there that may need to bubble forth, but we just didn't know how to make it happen. Okay, let me see if I can move this little timer right here. Nope, cannot move it, and that did something else. Go away. Oh, look what you did, Sherry. We just gonna leave it. Okay, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Very good. A breakthrough is at hand. So who's helping you shovel? Who's helping you cleanse your space? We just had a full moon, a pink full moon in Libra. Okay, I made sure before I went to bed that night that I had a spirit shower and that the entire house was clean. Okay, so that the beautiful energies of the pink full moon could flow to the house and give me any messages that I might need. I actually went outside and looked at it too and absorbed some of that reflected light from the sun in my eyes. Okay, and look, under breaking trail, taking shelter, the answer is within. Okay, this is like the Hermit card. This gentleman is holding, it might be a man, it might be a lady too, but this person is holding this lantern. They're holding the lantern up to put under their feet so they can see where they're going on their pathway. They already know they want to go home, but there might be some boulders on the road or some pitfalls, might be some just little potholes or something like that, but they're holding up this light. And this is, we're going to find out in a few minutes that this is something that the ancestors do. Okay, there's an ancestor that, hold on y'all, I'm looking at my notes. It's the Scout of the Wilds. Okay, pathfinders and voyagers will place a light under your feet to guide you. Okay, so this is the card for the Pathfinders and the Voyagers that are walking with you to guide you on your pathway. Now, we have a lot of energy that is going on. There's a lot of energy in the macrocosm that is going on right now. So it makes sense to me that the ancestors, the guardians, are we're becoming more and more aware of exactly what it is that they're doing, because there's ancestors, dragons, and divine protection that is coming towards us right now. We are entering a stage where the amount of energy that is coming at us, okay, that's why we've had the Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras for, I became aware of them a year and a half ago, okay, when I first started doing this. Okay, so Archangel Twin Flames of our chakras is helping us to absorb this energy, carry this energy, project pure energy. Okay, now the ancestors are here and they're helping to guide our footsteps. So we have the Scout of the Wilds is an ancestor. We're going to clarify and see who that is, okay, in a few minutes. So thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Mario, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst at the Soul Star. What do we have? Begin now. Take your first step. They're guiding us across the bridge of Starlight. Now, do you see how the cards always fall into place according to the story that the angels want to tell? Happens every time. Okay, now here's one that says watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Now, with all of the integration of the energies, the increased energies, the light codes, activation codes that we have going to our chakras, going to our DNA strands, okay, if you get tired and you can lay down, go ahead and do that. Another way to read this card is we are told to meditate and go within, okay? Watch clouds, find your center. Okay, when you're feeling overwhelmed by the energies that are coming down, sit still, relax if you can. We got a nice weekend coming up. Okay, Easter is going to be here on Sunday. We got Holy Saturday tomorrow. I don't know if people took off Monday, but we have time to sit still because we do have energies that are coming at us, and they're saying there's going to be another one. Another projection of energy from the sun, and these are layered on top of all of the ones that we've already received. So we are part of a cosmic orchestration, a symphony that is going on right here, right now. We are alive during this moment in time to see cosmic activity in the heavens that is not only helping Mother, Father, Gaia to ascend, but as the people and beings that live upon her surface, we are beneficiaries of the energies that are coming to us from the cosmic civilizations, the cosmic healers, the emissaries of light, and we are waking up to become aware of our ancestors and how they're helping us. Dragons, there's unicorns, there's fairy folk, there is sacred elementals. There's so many things that vibrate in a different dimension that as we raise our vibration, we're becoming aware of them. So what we're doing is preparing for something greater with this information, okay? Now, look, it says journey through watching clouds means to rest. Rest if you feel jagged. Rest if you're tired. Rest. Go within. If you have a question, watching clouds is just like saying meditate. It's like saying sit still, take a minute, and I'm going to tell you why in a few seconds. Okay, look, Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. We just got done talking about sacred elementals, dragons, unicorns, ancestors, emissaries of light, cosmic healers in the heavens. Those are the planets. Okay, we have Most High, Mother, Father, God. We are co-creator with Source Creator, Prime Creator. And look, which card? I'm not looking at the cards. I wasn't typing. I'm looking over there. Okay, so Journey by Moonlight, and we just talked about the pink full moon and all of that beautiful energy that we receive. Okay, Believe in Magic. It's here. Okay, you are magic. All right. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. When you hear me say that, I'm getting a point of light on my arm. It could be on my wrist, my hand, my arm. It could be on my foot. It could be on the outside of my leg. I get kissed on the head, I get kissed on the cheek, and it's my divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, and that's how they let me know when I'm correct, when they're happy, when I've said the words that they have sent to me to say to tell you the story. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with that. Thank you so much, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst. Another thing is I say the angels' names over and over again so that the one that is with you can become a shining sentence. It reaches to you, okay? You feel it, you just know. That is a way for you to enhance, okay, or activate your psychic gifts, your cosmic gifts, okay? If you feel something, to identify an energy signature, that is the part about believing in magic, okay? All of those things are available for us, okay? And it took me a little while to figure out there was, what was working for me. So there are certain things that work for you, okay? So it's just taking that time to watch clouds, meditate, sit still, think about it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because today I had a challenge, okay? It wasn't a bad challenge, it's just I decided, okay, since the pink full moon, that nothing that happens to me in any part of the day is something that is going to trigger me. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to look hard at it and go, what are you trying to show me? How do I fix this? There is a solution. I just need to sit back and find it. And that's what I did, okay? I had a challenge and I thought there was no way for me to get out of the challenge, okay? Not only did I find a way, okay, the blessing was sitting there the whole time that I was worrying for 2 days about something. The blessing showed up before the challenge did. I'll say it like that. Before I even became aware that there was a challenge, the blessing showed up. Okay? So when we go with the flow, okay, of the quantum field, which is our consciousness, and when we go with the flow of a thing and do not resist, okay, what we need to see, what we need to hear, what we need to know is already there. So that was a blessing, but what it told me was that you're on the right track when it comes to not letting anything that is not of love bother you. Do not resist what is. Sit back from a thing, go within. The answer is in your soul space. It's a soul memory. Because, and this was a blessing to me, okay, the answer to the challenge was there before the challenge showed up, okay? All right, y'all. So let's clarify cleansing waters, embracing enthusiasm, and begin now, okay? Food and hunger, okay? The challenge that I had was regarding food and hunger, okay? There was a situation that came up and it had to do with finances. I thought I did not have what I needed to take care of the challenge. It was already there, okay? So if there was an ancestor, okay, that said, she's got a challenge coming up, let me make sure that we have her do this so that this will be taken care of, and it was, okay? Embracing enthusiasm, and that's what I did. I said, nothing is going to bother me going forward. I am going to make it a habit that if something comes up, my goal is to sit back and go, hold on a second. And it means with anybody outside, and there's another story I'll tell you about what happened outside. Okay. We fixed it. We fixed it because I had to sit back and look at it from my soul space. And I'll tell you what it was in just a second. So, on unknown territory, you are exactly where you need to be. Look what happened. Unrequited love. Was there an ancestor in my past that I'm carrying her energy? That there was somebody that she was in love with that it never went to the fruition that she wanted it to go to? Okay, maybe not. But it says unknown territory, and it's clarifying. Hold on, y'all. You are exactly where you are, where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. So sometimes things happen and we want it to go right now, right now, right now, right now. Okay, especially for those on the twin flame journey. What's going on? Release the how, release the when. Let spirit do what spirit does. You do what you're supposed to do, which is bring balance to yourself, okay? So that this can be something that is in your past. Okay, we don't know why that's there, but it's where you are, where you're supposed to be. So let's see what happens. Okay, we just went through a pink full moon that has nothing about bringing balance, bringing harmony, receiving with harmony, bringing balance and love. Open your heart to love again. Open your heart to receive again. Open your heart to receive harmony. Sometimes we block our own blessings by being in the middle. Okay, instead of sitting back from a thing and relaxing our soul and seeing it for what it is so that we can take action. If our action is to not chase, if our action is to not worry, be angry, not worry, okay, to do our work honestly, which is to bring emotional balance to ourselves, to respect and honor every living being, we are not projecting anything that is not for the highest good of all involved. Okay, y'all? Okay, look, under that, authority figures. Who would those authority figures be of the ancestors that are here? Okay, now, they're architects of your lineage. Okay, the mothers and the fathers that came together and created your lineage, they are here to bring stability to your DNA, to your pathway, to you, to your heart, your mind, and your soul, okay? Those authority figures might have been judges. They may have been kings or queens, okay? Authority figures, people with decision-making energy, okay? Now, let me tell you about what happened today outside. Okay, so I have a very, very beautiful car. And I moved the car back and forth where I am with my daughter, okay? Because children have a habit of being magnetized to the sparkly things. Okay, so when they come outside, they want to play baseball, they want to play basketball, and they want to do it right in front of my car. Even though there's like millions and millions of square feet of driveway, they have to do it right in front of my car. So what happened was, yesterday, two teenagers were playing volleyball with a basketball. One boy missed it, it bounced, and it hit the bumper of my car. Now, that car is a computer. To take the bumper off is a whole nother thing, okay? And it alerted me. I'm looking out the window. My daughter's losing her mind. She's going, Mama, they buy your car, they buy your car. Hold on, we don't be bothering folks with their free will, okay? But if you scratch that, you probably don't have the money to fix it. So anyway, and that's a judgment because we're not gonna say that, okay? But I went outside and I hit the key fob so they could see me walking up to the car, and I hit the key fob, the lights flashed. They stopped what they were doing. And I asked them, I said, you two are on camera. They just stood there looking at me like deers in headlights. I said, you hit the car with the ball. Why are you right here playing with that ball? Why can't you go anywhere else? Why you gotta be right here? This is not even by your house. Why can't you go in front of your house and play with your ball? Oh, we were just having fun. I said, that's fine. I said, but you know what? If I want to have fun, I'm not going to get on the back of your daddy's truck. Yes, I know your father. Yes, I know your whole household. Okay? You're visiting. You don't live here. And they're just sitting there looking at me. I said, one of y'all hit my car with that ball. Now, I'm not with you. I'm not getting with you because I don't want you to play ball. I don't want you to not have fun. That's not it at all. But when you damage somebody else's property because you're not focusing on your surroundings, all you can see is the ball in front of you and your friend, but you don't care. You hit my car. Did you come and knock on the door and say, "Oh, we hit your car with the ball," because I'm looking at it and it looks like it's scratched? What you gonna do? What should we do now? His friend walked up. I said, "Your friend just left you to get a tongue lashing all by yourself. You just getting towed down all by yourself. He just left you. That's not fair." I said, "Let me tell you something. I'm not going to get with you, okay? I want you to have your fun, but be careful where and what you're doing, because if it causes problem to somebody else, it's on you." And he just looked at me. I said, "Do you understand me, baby?" He goes, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "Okay," and I walked away. Okay. Now, I do know the parent. I do know the house. We know the household. Okay. And when I said I know the lady that lives there, and do I just need to go over there and tell her what you guys are doing? No. Okay. So, authority figures. I had to be the authority figure when it came to what happened with the car. Okay. I didn't want the young man to feel bad, but I needed him to know that you got to be careful. 2555, y'all. That's your number. 2555. Balance, change, and change. Clarified. Okay. So, authority figures. Now, we had some authority figures, and I'll tell you about that one later. So, that's what happened, because that's the story that came out. I had to be the authority figure when it came to what the young people were doing, not intentionally, but as a consequence of where they were. They were having fun. It was dark. They hit the car. Okay. But it's the accumulation of having to move the car in different spaces, because they got a picnic going on over here, and the kids are riding around on the little scooters, and they got their little bikes. They're right here. They got blinders on. They cannot see any farther. There is no peripheral vision. Okay, and that's what we're looking at in the world. There is no peripheral vision, because people are in the macrocosm, are now skating because of their reputation, the things they said or did. They still have the blinders on. They can only see so far around them, but they're looking directly what's in front of them. They're not seeing the bigger picture of how their conduct is affecting everybody else. Thank you, Spirit. I welcome to acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. That is the story that the angels wanted to tell. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So, Father, begin now. Take your first step. Is this a father wound? Okay. Is this an ancient father that is here? Look, he's holding little baby's hand. Okay. We are the little babies to our ancestral and cosmic ancestors. Okay, look how he's walking with the little baby has his finger. Take your first step. Look, take your first step. He might be taking his first step. We're taking our first step on the bridge of Starlight with our ancestors. Okay, our Father is here. We have a Father in the heavens. Who is that? Most High Adonai Barbello. Okay, masculine and feminine energy. The Most High is masculine and feminine energy. That's why I say both names. Okay? And look, karmic relationship. What happens? Somebody is thinking about a karmic contract, okay, that caused learning, growing, and evolving. Okay? So in our ancestry, there may have been a karmic contract that you are clearing up that energy for an ancestor when you release, surrender, and allow. Okay, you are clearing karmic energies for an ancestor. Okay, Greco-Roman. Okay, we talked about the Greeks and the Romans today, me and my daughter, because the situation in Iran, okay, both the Greeks and the Romans tried to overthrow Iran. Iran is a civilization. It is not just a country. It is a civilization that is over 4,000 years old, maybe all the way to 7,000 years old. They have been doing nothing but fighting for their sovereign being, okay, their sovereign state. They fought the Greeks, they fought the Romans, they fought the Russians. Now the United States is there with Israel because Israel wants to have a tighter relationship with Saudi Arabia. So there's Israel, Iran, Saudi Arabia. There's oil over here, okay? I don't know if there's oil in Israel, but there's oil in Iran. So if Israel had the oil in Iran, guess who will be best buddies? I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. Okay, Israel wanted Iran out of the way. Who did they ask to help? You know who they asked to help. Okay, but 7,000 years versus 250. Come on now. They saw you coming. Shit. I'm sorry, I said a bad word. Sorry, Spirit. That's a karmic relationship. Okay? Right now, this whole situation in the macrocosm is a karmic contract. Okay? Send infinite unconditional love to all energies of people, places, and things throughout all space and time, to those folks that did not ask for this, but are now under fear or in fear because of bombs and things blowing up and all other kind of stuff that's going on. Okay, send them love. We need to send them love. Right now, there's a karmic relationship going on between all of the countries of the world right now because of economics. The oil prices and the lack thereof of the oil itself, the flow of what was before is now different. It is affecting the economies of every single country in the world. Okay? This is a karmic contract that had to happen. Okay? Now, under cleansing waters, Celtic. Okay? Celtic. Why is that there, Spirit? Why is Celtic there? It's ancestral, that's for sure. Celtic. You drew this card because you had a significant past lifetime in Celtic lands and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you've lived in or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England, or if so, you may have a sense of deja vu and be an Anglophile, a person who adores these cultures. You also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. You may have learned the old religion of the Celtic lands, which involved the use of healing. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so it's saying that we pulled this because there may be a connection, Anglophile. Now, I love that part. Okay, one of the places I want to go is Edinburgh, Scotland. Okay, I have not been to England, but I've lived in Germany for years. Okay, so I don't know if Celtic has anything to do with Germany, but I love Europe. Okay, I lived in Europe for a long time. Okay, breaking trail. Under that, angels. Guess who's walking with us, with our ancestors across the bridge of Starlight? The angels. Okay, the angels are walking with us and they're helping us to break trail. Okay, they're helping us to clear that space, clear those boulders, clear those weeds, those down trees, clear the pathway. Okay, to what? Love life. Okay, this goes with unrequited love. This goes with unrequited love. It goes with food and hunger. There's a father here. Okay, we know that. We know about the karmic relationship. We know about the angels that are here. Remember, this is the ancient guardians awakened, ancestors, dragons, and divine protection. So all of that is in this story right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, y'all. Okay, so we are doing good. Thank you so much, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. Thank you to all of the ancestors in this room. Thank you to all of the universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one that are in this room. I am so grateful that you are here sharing your energy with us. And I am grateful to be the vessel that is speaking the words, that is telling the story that you wish us to know about right here, right now. And this story is, where's my paper? Oh, there it is. The story is episode 1, Ancestors Speak, guiding you across the bridge of Starlight. Okay, if you would, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. May I have, we're going to do a full or reflection. Okay, we're going to do reflection spread, you guys. Now, the reason why we do a reflection spread, there's a reason. I was given the layout by my divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. Okay, there was also a gentleman, his name was Dr. Robert Gilbert. I listened to a lot of things that Dr. Gilbert talked about. One of the things he talked about was 7 civilizations. He was talking about the 6 that fell and the 7th that we're getting ready to go into. He named all of the civilizations. Now, what I do is what I got from listening to that, it was a download, and it said lessons, experiences, and challenges. Those were learning the first three civilizations. In the middle is a decision, okay? Once you go through all of these things, there's a decision for you to make. That is your change card. What are you going to change? Are you going to stay here, or are you going to change based on what you learned? And then the next 3 is learning, growing, and evolving. There is one over here that's causal chakra. Causal chakra crosses to the decision card because this is a heart space card 2. This is a heart space, this is a heart space. But the first civilization, thank you, Spirit, I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. The first civilization, card number 1, lessons, it reflects to card number, the 6th civilization, okay, now it would be evolving. So, lesson, evolving. 2 and 5 is experience and growing. Okay, how do you're experiencing something so you can grow from it. These 2 reflect together. This is civilization 2, this is civilization 5. Civilization 3 is a challenge. Did you learn from did you gain something positive from the lessons and the experiences? This is a challenge card. This is where you get your test. Okay, so once you get your test, now you have, this is civilization number 3, this is civilization number 4. Okay, now your challenge is, what did you learn? Civilization number 4 is learning. Okay, lesson, experience, challenge, decision at the heart space, learning, growing, and evolving, and they each reflect back to each other. Okay, so during those different civilizations, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay, for each civilization, that's what they were going through. Lessons for 1, experiences for 2, challenges for 3, learning for 5, growing for 6, and for 7, it was evolution. Okay, so now we're getting ready to go into another civilization that is here at the causal chakra, the golden age of civilization of humanity. Okay, that's what we're all participating with. I hope you guys understood that. If you have any questions, just let me know. But this is what I was given through a download, okay? Because I was learning, I was listening, I was going deeper, I was paying attention, I was writing notes. And as I was writing notes, listening to Dr. Gilbert, that's what I heard. And so when I started paying attention to it, I started throwing cards. And as I threw the cards, the angels would tell me where to sit the cards and what each one of them meant. So that's why I do what's called a reflection spread. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. If you would, can you please tell us? Oh, and it's 3 meanings. Okay, now we have the root chakra. Okay, all of these are chakras. Okay, so it's not just lessons, experience, and challenge. There is a corresponding chakra that goes with the lessons, experience, challenge. Okay, the heart space. Okay, then we have the learning. Okay, which is where we talk about, we share what we learn. Okay, the growing, because what we grow from, we already have something here in learning, but we're getting downloads now in our third eye so that we can visibly see from our third eye what it is that we need to see, hear, and know. And then over here, the 6th one is where we get, this is the Tazapillow Lotus. This is where we have our download, where we're connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. So the messaging that we get from the all that is and the all that ever was comes down through our crown chakra. Okay, so when we're here in the sixth civilization and everything is tight, everything is loud, everything is the energy is pushing, the pressure is here, the atmospheric pressure is here, the sunlight pressure is here. We have the friction, okay, that is causing us to make a decision going, either you like this or you don't care. You like this or you don't like it. There is a choice, okay? We're making a choice between the duality, between the polarity, okay? That's what helps us to be in our 0 degree that says I like this or I don't, okay? So thank you, Spirit. Arcane, thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. So if you guys notice, you can tell when my speed or tone changes. That's the angels speaking directly to you, okay? They want you to understand something. So that's when they step in and they clarify, okay? All right, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, can you tell us what is the lesson at the root chakra? Okay, I think this. Okay, this one was upside down. This one came up upside down. This is the 7 of Wands. Feeble-minded, scared to fight, pushover, lack of courage. Okay, this is the lesson, okay? During the Celtic times, was there, for this particular ancestor that underwent this lesson, there was a purification that activates vibrant life force energy. But the lesson here is somebody was feeble-minded, scared to fight, a pushover, had a lack of courage. This person did not stand in their power. Even though in the upright, they can see who's coming at them, who, what, when, where, and why, and they know why. See the sun? Something is being illuminated, but here it's being illuminated, but they don't want to see it. Okay, they're scared. Somebody's in fear. Okay, somebody wants the 10 of Cups. They want their heart's desire, wish fulfillment. Okay, but apparently they're afraid. Okay, sometimes people get a lot of things. They get blessings, and then they're afraid that the blessings are going to go away, instead of having faith in what you cannot see, that the blessing was given to you by the all that is and the all that ever was, because you deserve it. Okay, release and surrender fear. That is the first emotion that once we get on our journey, that is the first emotion that we are told to release and surrender, because it is this emotion of fear that will stop us in our tracks. We will not get anywhere with fear, okay? Fear will stop you altogether. Now, on the right side, look, 10 of Swords, okay? Did they start over? Did they say, here, we can do this? Well, let's see what happens. Let's see, Spirit. Okay, thank you. If you would, thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Could you please tell us what is being created at the sacral chakra? We saw the 10 of Swords. Is the spirit coming to an end? Are they being Are they using creativity to overcome this emotional roadblock? Let's see. Knight of Cups. Somebody was in fear, but now are they loving themselves? Chivalrous, romantic proposal, follow your heart, sensitive. Okay, so was this fear a lesson? Well, it's at the lessons. It's at the lesson slot. The fear was a lesson. This is the experience. So somebody was in their 0 degree and went from fear to loving themselves, moving forward. Because even the horse is moving forward. Remember, look, he's got 1 leg up, 2 legs up. He's trotting. He's seated while trotting. Okay. Now look, the Sun card. Something was exposed to him. Something was illuminated to him. Helped him to melt that fear away, looks like. Okay. And if this was something that came as a karmic lesson from a Celtic ancestor, he has now cleared that karma for that Celtic ancestor. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. So we have this person that is now loving themselves. Their horse is moving at a slow clip, but look, he's already planning. He wants to see the world. He is leaving. See that wand that is connected to that cinder block? That's fear. He's letting it go. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, okay. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. Can you please tell us Okay. What is the challenge at the solar plexus? What is their personal power? Somebody was imbalanced. Is he trying to find balance now? Balance up and down, juggling life priorities. Somebody is being given an imbalance so that they can see what they're missing. You see the two ships out there? This person with these imbalances has missed two ships. Now, here's the thing. Whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. It will come back. But you have to take the action to see it for what it truly is. Okay? All right? So, there was some, look, you have to get the energy. Okay, stop. Balance. Whatever is for you will not pass you by. Take action so that when it comes back around, you'll see it for what it is. Okay? See the two ships? They're passing him by because he's still trying to balance. He's only standing on one foot. So he's missing a lot of things that are going by, and it's emotional things. Now, what's happened? There was something that was hidden from him because of the imbalance. This is the high priestess. This is hidden esoteric occult knowledge. Esoteric and occult means hidden. Okay? That's it. It just means hidden. Okay? Intuitive, subconscious, inner voice, third eye. Okay? So, if this person goes within, watches clouds, they'll be able to see what was hidden from them, okay, in their third eye, okay? They can listen to their intuition by going into their subconscious to see what is blocking them from their blessings. On the right side, this is the truth. There's an investigation. The energy is coming at this person very quickly, okay? Because here's the information, okay? They're missing it because they're in an imbalance, okay? What it looks like, if you look at the wind, look at all the wind that is surrounding, first of all, this one, okay? This is wind too. This is knowledge. This is information that is trying to get to him, but it looks like it's the same kind of wind. They're bouncing up. The wind over here is blocking the knowledge that he needs, okay? All right, thank you, Spirit. Now, the knowledge that he needs under that, it's going to help him to balance his inner and his outer being, his masculine and his feminine side, because he is out of balance. He is out of balance because he's not paying attention to the knowledge that he's getting from his ancestors that's coming to him. It was the truth, okay? They're trying to get it to him to help him to balance his inner and his outer being, okay? This is also corporation, organization, traditional structure, okay? Marriage, higher learning, okay? This is the higher learning that he's missing. It's the truth about what is going on with him. He's missing it because he's in an imbalance. But let's see what happens at the heart space. Let's see what decision he makes at the heart space. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Cherry. Can you tell us what is the decision at the heart space? Okay. Knight of Wands, bright new idea. He's getting help from Archangel Gabriel. Okay, he's made a decision. His heart is moving in the direction of action, of taking action with passion. Remember, we saw the sun. Something was illuminated to him that helped him to make a decision. Confident, adventurous, energetic. Okay, he is moving forward. Okay, so what happened while he was in? Okay, it's right here. While he was in imbalance, okay, and missing information. Okay, he now knows that he was that he had to make a tough decision. He was in a stalemate, and he now knows he was the one that was oblivious to the truth. Okay, now here's what he's doing. He's watching clouds, meditating. He put down the swords, he put down the resistance. He is now absorbing all of the light codes and activations that he needs to move forward. He is listening to his divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, and to his ancestors that are helping him to see, hear, and know what he needs to see, hear, and know. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm moving this because it was shaking for some reason. He's needs to see, hear, and know. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Archangel Chanuel, Archangel Charity. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, for helping him. I am grateful to you. Knight of Cups. Let me tell you what this is too. Knight of Cups. This is Archangel Raphael. Okay, he heals hearts. Okay, emotions. He heals the emotions. Okay, so you can call on him and ask him for help anytime. Okay, they're all around you. All right, thank you, Archangel Chanuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. Can you please tell us what is being spoken about at the throat chakra? This is for the ancestors the ancestors are speaking. They're guiding all of us across the bridge of Starlight. Okay, look. Okay. What's being talked about is a collaboration. Something is being built. There might be a group thing, 2 or more people coming together to build something. Now, this is under unrequited love. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Something happened with passion that brought a tower. This is the universe balancing itself. Now, why would the universe balance itself? Is because this person is a co-creator with the all that is and the all that ever was. And he was in an imbalance. So much so that Spirit was sending ships to him to help him to learn, grow, and evolve. Okay, and he was missing them. Okay, so what happened? The universe is balancing itself. The universe is helping him to balance his state of being. Okay, on the right side, look, this is you getting what you deserve. Now remember, every energy that we project and emanate comes back to us 10 times over. Okay, this is choosing. This is choosing to lead. This is choosing to follow. Okay, remember we were talking about what's going on in the macrocosm? Okay, there are some that are choosing to follow. There are also some that are standing in their power and they're choosing to lead. Okay, there are some that are choosing to teach and some that are choosing to be students. Okay, it depends on what you're teaching, how you're teaching, your pure intention, and as a student, what is it that you want to absorb? Is it for the highest good of all involved? Okay, or I didn't know that I was going to be doing this. I didn't think about whether I would be sharing it with anybody. I just wanted to know. Okay, so sometimes our purpose is I just want to know. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that because I do it every day. Okay, my Google machine is unbelievable. Okay, when I just ask questions, I asked a question about capsaicin today. You know, that little spice that's in jalapenos. I just wanted to know. Okay, so, all right, y'all. All right, so you get what you deserve. We got the 6 of Pentacles coming. This is earthly, tangible blessings. You get what you deserve. Okay, but you have to make a choice. All right, thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary. Could you, Archangel Mother Mary, could you please tell us what is the message coming down from the third eye? It is under the Father card. Now remember, we are the baby. We are the baby as co-creators with the all that is and the all that ever was. And it's under begin now, take your first step. Okay, he's there. Your ancestors are there. Okay, everybody's there to make sure you don't step off of the bridge of Starlight, but that you are safely in the middle on the right path doing what it is that you need to do to ascend and become aware and conscious of what is. Okay, thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary. What is the message coming through the third eye? Okay, thank you, baby dolls. Look. Stability. Okay, now there are architects of your lineage. Okay, they're here for your stability. We just talked about them walking with you. Now this is under the Father card, 4 Wands. Okay, this is celebration, marriage, coming home, belonging. Okay, this is family, and it's under Father. It's under this card. Okay, wow, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mother Mary. Okay, and the healers. That came from the healers. Now on the left side, okay, in this throat chakra under Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, there was a collaboration. There was teamwork, creativity, learning, apprenticeship. There was groupthink. There was a project okay, that is coming. This is what's being talked about right now. And it's under unrequited love. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay. Well, somebody is walking away from a bully. This was a temporary win, Five of Swords. Okay. Temporary one was not made to be permanent. Defeat, resentment, abuse, conflict. Okay, usually temporary win is something where somebody's talking, acting, or doing, okay, something that is just for the moment. They say something to get a win for right here, right now. They're not thinking about yesterday. They're not thinking about a moment ago. They're not thinking about the future. They have to win with their mouth. This is a sword of hurting somebody, causing pain, doing something so that they can get that temporary win right here, right now. Now, you see that gentleman in the back? He got triggered, okay? He's jumping up and down, so is the other one. Now, when somebody does something like that going forward, see this picture? That's not you, okay? You are over here celebrating. See that one over there? In that Four of Wands, you're celebrating your stability, your emotional balance. You're not the one that's getting mad and getting triggered, okay? You're the one that's sitting with your hand on your chin going, because you know what the law of the universe says, that what goes around comes around. So this one, okay, that was doing all of that, just know when you sit there, put your hand on your chin and you go, it's going to get all of that back. But that's not you in the background, okay? You don't get triggered like that no more. You respond in a different way, which is a deep breath, and you speak from your soul, okay? You speak from your soul. On the right side of this Four of Wands is what? Remember we talking about what goes around comes around, and you sitting there speaking from your soul, you're not getting triggered. This is the King of Pentacles, okay? He is getting his return right there. Earthly, tangible blessings, okay? Because he no longer lets somebody's words, thoughts, and deeds trigger him. He goes within. He is connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. He knows that he is a co-creator with the all that is and the all that ever was, okay? So nothing triggers him, okay? He's fine, okay? Something does come up. He looks at it and goes, okay, let me sit back and figure out how I want this to turn out, okay? Because you never know. Your blessing might already be sitting there before you even know there was a challenge, because it's time for you to let go of a karmic relationship, okay, with energies like this one, okay? All right, y'all. Okay, thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine. Can you please tell us what is coming down from the all that is and the all that ever was to the Thousand Petal Lotus? Look, there's somebody fighting, okay? Now, what are they resisting? This is resistance, okay? Arguments, aggression, chase, competition. Because you know how to respond now from your heart, your mind, and your soul, and not your ego, there may be some resistance to you finding your center of peace, okay? Now, this might be a test from the universe of your commitment, okay? This is spirituality. This is to the crown chakra, your spirituality, your enlightenment, okay? So that you can, this may be a trigger, so that you can cleanse, clear, and balance your space completely and totally. Once that happens, remember it's under karmic relationship. You clear this and you clear your ancestors' karma. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. I see it. All right? So, somebody may be resistant because they see they no longer have power over you. Okay? And they're resisting that. On the left side, okay, you have a choice to make. The all that is and the all that ever was is giving you this Ace of Cups. Okay? Somebody is watching. The same somebody that is over here resisting you moving forward, okay, to be who you truly are, a sovereign divine being. But see those cups right there? Those are all karmic contracts. You tasted them, you learned, there were lessons, look, it's 3, lessons, experiences, and challenges to evolve to the all that is and the all that ever was, giving you the Ace of Cups. Ain't that something? On the right side, look. Now this was face down, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. It turns in the direction of your choice and intention. You can't tell me the angels ain't here. They come through every single time. Every single time. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We're going to do one more. Archangel Christiel, Archangel Mallory, can you tell us what's at the causal chakra? What is at the causal chakra? Look. Planting seeds in your garden. Okay? These seeds that are planted in these gardens are all of the seeds that you got along the way from learning, growing, evolving, the decision you made along the way. No, I'm sorry. Lessons. Here we go. Let's start it go. Lessons, experiences, challenges, the decision you made at your 0 degree to learn. There's a collaboration. This is good news that's coming right now. Or you learn from a group think or project that you worked on in the past. Remember, 7. There's 7 pentacles here. There's 7 cards here, okay? Learning. You're going into a collaboration with somebody. This is unrequited love. You're going into a collaboration with somebody, and next to that collaboration is the 4 of Wands. That is a marriage, a stability, because we already talked about the ancestors that reach through the geometry of time to steady you. The architects of your lineage bring stability. The medicine ancestors are healing your bloodline, breaking cycles of the past, okay? They're here to break these cycles and the imbalance in the past. And then you have the keeper of the forgotten songs. So if you get 444 while you're being creative, like Yoga Master Girl, she does everything creative. Everything she does. The paintings in her gallery. She has a yoga gallery. I'm just gonna say it's a yoga art gallery. The paintings on the wall are so beautiful. They remind me, and I know I've been to lots of other planets, okay? But the art on that wall in that gallery is so beautiful that it's amazing that it came from a person, okay? So if you guys haven't seen the art on her, and she switches them around. She has so many, and they're all beautiful, okay? But if you see 444 while you're doing your creative things, okay, like when I was creating the short for tomorrow and the one for Easter Sunday, okay, and I was doing research and I was doing my studying, okay, if you see 444 when that happens, artisans and storytellers whisper symphonies in your ear, okay? In your ancestor line, you have artisans and you have artisans and storytellers, okay? The Scout of the Wild, we talked about them. If you're on a trail and you just might maybe lose your way a little bit, okay? Like this one, in this lesson right here, he lost his way, okay? Because of fear, okay? So what happens? The Scout of the Wilds, okay? They're the ones that lay the light at your feet to guide your footsteps, and they did, look. Archangel Raphael showed up, along with the Celtic ancestors. The angels are here. There's an angel here, okay? Now remember, 7 pentacles, okay? So what else? Then we have the Council of the Just, okay? So let's say that you're going up against somebody and you think that they have much more power than you. I'll tell you that's not true. You give yourself the power. The Council of the Just, if 444 appears, even if it doesn't, okay, just know this. When you have to go up against something in a time of conflict, like now, we're in a time of conflict, indirectly in a time of conflict, okay? Speak your truth, okay? Because an innumerable amount of ancestors, angels, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, emissaries of light, cosmic healers, the all that is and the all that ever was, legions, okay, in a positive way, are there speaking with you. Just like I'm talking to you and I'm saying the words that the angels want me to say to tell the story. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. They're there. They're here with you. Okay, do not be afraid of what you see or think you see that's going on in the microcosm. Do not be afraid of what is going on in your individual state of being. Call on your divine guides. You have them. Okay, all of these ancestors are here. Okay, the council of the just, the ancestors reaching through geometry, the architect of your lineage, the medicine ancestors, the keeper of the forgotten songs, the scout of the wilds. Okay, the ancient guardians are awakening. You're awakening to the ancient guardians because they've always been there. Ancestors, dragons, and divine protection. Okay, they're helping you right here, right now. So at the causal chakra, look, 7 pentacles. Learning, growing, and evolving, making a decision. Okay, from lessons, experiences, and challenges. You are now sitting there, you're watching your garden grow. Okay, hard work pays off. You've cultivated your growth to get results. This is the garden that you planted those seeds in. Okay, that's the garden. Now, on the left side of that is the Queen of Wands. Okay, is she a good guy or a bad guy? I don't know. This might be just the feminine energy that is helping with the positive passion. Okay, now, or this may have been, okay, thank you, Spirit. This may have been a 0-degree karmic lesson. Okay, what he learned from the karmic lesson is to plant those seeds into his garden so that he can come away by having control of his environment. This is the emperor. He now has control of his environment. Okay, he is driving the train. He has the keys to the Jeep. Okay, he is driving the chariot. He is in control of the chariot. It goes where his heart, mind, and soul wants him to go. He's being guided and directed by the ancestors, angels, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, and the all that is and the all that ever was. The empire and the emperor in the chariot is connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. Okay, you see that crown on the top of his head? Okay, he is connected. He is moving forward. Okay, this is the card that brought out the story. This is the essence of the story, moving forward in the chariot. Okay, and when we get the story, we get it from the beginning. Okay, this is the last card. This is how the story ends. Okay, all right, y'all. Let's cross them real quick. This is the lesson. This is the evolution. Somebody doesn't want him to move forward. They are resisting. This is a test because this is where he was in fear. This fear response is now being tested by those that don't want him to go into the upright. This is a test, okay? Lesson, growing. He now loves himself. He's getting help. Thank you, Spirit. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. He is going into celebration, okay? This is what he deserves, stability. Remember the architects of the lineage, of your lineage bring you stability when you start loving yourself, okay? He is putting love into the cup of himself. His masculine energy, his feminine energy is bringing balance. His horse is moving slowly, but he's moving, okay? All right, thank you. All right, then we have challenge, okay? And we have learning. Okay, so this was the challenge. This was the imbalance where he was stuck in the imbalance and couldn't quite see what he was doing. He was actually suffering. But so many opportunities passed him up because he was focused only on his right here, right now. Okay, he was not focusing on outside of the imbalance. Okay, he couldn't see what his divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels were trying to show him. Okay, which means that you got some help coming. Okay, you got some direction coming. You see him up on this stool, and those people that are pointing, those are his ancestors, his divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels. And now he's happy because not only is he creating and building for himself, okay, Remember the keeper of the forgotten songs, the artisans, the storytellers that are whispering symphonies into his soul? Okay, now he's seeing the things that he couldn't see before because he's paying attention to the guidance of his ancestors, his divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, and the all that is and the all that ever was. Okay, all right, you guys, that's the reading. That was beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I loved it. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this to all energies that are represented on this reflection spread. I thank you, Dr. Gilbert. I thank you to all universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one, to all masculine and feminine energies that are on the earth plane that are learning, growing, and evolving from lessons, experiences, and challenges. I send you infinite, unconditional love throughout all space and time and beyond. I thank all universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one that are in this room. Thank you, archangels, archangel twin flames of the chakras. Thank you, archangels of the seven rays. Thank you, archangels of the four corners and the four dimensions, the four directions, and your twin flames. I am grateful to you for your presence. I am grateful to you for your guidance. I am grateful to be the vessel that is speaking the words of the story you wish to tell. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I pray my thank you to you with infinite unconditional love. I pray my thank you to you with infinite unconditional gratitude. Thank you to the archangels of the seven rays. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to leave y'all with this. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I respect and honor every living being. Today, I am grateful for everything that I have in my life right now. And right now, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. Let me send you some of this Reiki Universal Life Force energy. If you wish to receive it, just say yes. Okay? It is coming straight from the all that is and the all that ever was. And all of the angels that are in this room are sending you blessings. Okay? They want you to have a good night's sleep tonight. Okay? Rest your body. If your consciousness goes to other places and other dimensions, just say thank you, and you can ask your guides to remind you of where you went. If you are supposed to know, they will tell you. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because I didn't dream for about 5 years. I didn't have dreams for about 5 years, and it was kind of frustrating because at first I was having lots of dreams and they were fun. I was having fun, okay? So much so that I could not wait to go to sleep at night because I was having so much fun in my dreams. But for whatever reason, they cut the dreams off, okay? And I don't know if I had got into a situation or what was going on, but I could not dream no matter what I did. It just wouldn't happen, okay? So, if you're not having dreams, ask your guides why you're not having dreams. They told me why I wasn't, and I'm not going to tell you why, because that was just for me. But your guides will tell you if you're not dreaming, they will tell you why, okay? If you want to be reminded of a dream, you can ask them and they will remind you if that's something that they want you to remember, okay? Our body rests, our consciousness goes into different dimensions. We are multi-dimensional beings, okay? We are supposed to go into other dimensions. We train there, we learn things, we sit in meetings. Sometimes we are on committees and councils where our viewpoint, our perspective is important. Sometimes we go and we do things that we forgot we did in another dimension, okay? So, what I'm saying is just relax yourself, okay? Relax yourself. Go look at clouds and try to make it your goal that no matter what happens going forward, go with the flow. Because you might be sitting on a blessing that you don't know is there, and sitting there waiting for the challenge to show up. And sometimes we need to go within, sitting, looking at clouds, doing our meditation, taking a minute to find our center, to find the blessing that was waiting for the challenge to show up. Okay, that's a whole new thing for me. Okay, today I was sitting on something. At another time in my life, I was sitting on something. Okay, didn't realize it was a blessing to something else that was going to show up. Now I'm doing a review, and I'm going, man, that happened a lot, where a challenge showed up and the blessing was already there waiting for it. Okay, because I'm sharing this with you, that means it's in your future. It's part of your blueprint. Okay, so I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave that there. Now I can see what I'm doing. I took the glasses off. Hold on, let me get my papers back on. Okay, y'all. I love y'all above your imagination. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sitting here and sharing this with me. Thank you to all beautiful beings. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yoga Master Gift. You are the springtime flower, baby doll. Just keep your springtime energy. The flowers are going to follow you. They're going to be magnetized to who you are, okay? Oh, my goodness. I love y'all. Austin, Coach Joni, Maestro Austin. Oh, my goodness. You guys find his information. He creates energy, music, okay? Now, talking about Keeper of the Forgotten Songs. Okay, here the artisans and the storytellers whisper symphonies into his ear. You go to his channel, you will be able to hear the music that his divine guides showed him how to create. It is so beautiful. Same thing with Yoga Master Gail. She is all over the place with her uniqueness. Okay, she did a thing with the cello. I didn't even want to do the yoga. I just wanted to lay in the bed and listen to the cello. Okay, so yoga with cello. Come on now. The fusion, the merging, the putting together is so beautiful. Coach Joni, okay? Dr. Candace, okay? All of these beautiful beings, they're in the description box, okay? So you guys say hello to your ancestors. Embrace them. They are right there with you. And they're awakening you. You're awakening to your ancestors, okay? They're there. They're with you, okay? They're kissing you on the forehead. You just don't know what it is. Keep. Thank you, I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. They're kissing you on the forehead and you think it's an itch. It's not. It's your divine guides are kissing you all the time. And you think it's something to scratch your face. It's not. Pay attention. You're getting kissed. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.